Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News program on this Monday, March the 16th, 2015, the spring break edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Gabriel Armendariz was found guilty of killing his two young sons in April of 2011, and a Tarrant County jury sentenced him to life in prison without parole. He was found guilty of killing 6-month-old Luke and 2-year-old Gatlin. Their mother, Lauren Smith, at the time of the children's death, lived in Sudan and worked at the Chuckwagon restaurant. The murders occurred in Graham.
We do have an update on the two Mensa workers that were injured Wednesday morning early here near Muleshoe and were transferred both to UMC in Lubbock by AeroCare. Archie Quintanilla, according to his uncle, Juan Rangel, will have another surgery today at around noon on Monday. He is quite improved. He's sitting up and walking a little. They do expect to move him from ICU later today or on Tuesday. So a good report on Archie Quintanilla. He was the young man who was working his first day at Mensa here in Muleshoe. Juan Jaime is still in ICU, but has improved quite a bit. But continue to remember, Juan Jaime, along with Archie Quintanilla, they were both injured Wednesday morning last week here in the Muleshoe area at the Mensa plant. And again, Archie will have another surgery today around noon on Monday, but they expect to move him out of ICU later Monday or Tuesday. He is sitting up and walking a little and much improved, along with Juan Jaime, who has shown improvement but is still in ICU. Keep both men on your prayer list today, along with their families.
Barry Cowart announces that the concerned citizens of Bailey County will have a very important meeting on Monday night at 6 o'clock at the Bailey County Civic Center meeting room to discuss the alcohol vote that will come up in Muleshoe city limits for the residents here on May the 9th. Anyone who is interested in this vote is certainly urged to attend Monday night's meeting at 6 o'clock of the concerned citizens of Bailey County at the Civic Center meeting room, Barry Cowart says. On Sunday, here in Muleshoe, the official high was 69, the low was 21, and on Monday morning, we started out the day at 34 degrees. 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire area. And they want to salute at 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications everyone who is involved in the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center. Every person who attends the center in any way and enjoys the many activities and the luncheons on a regular basis. We are so pleased that in our community of Muleshoe that we have an Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center. Thanks to Laverne Wynn and Rhonda King and all of the senior citizens of Muleshoe and the Muleshoe area and Bailey County for making this a good place in which to live. This is a message of pride from 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications.
Looking at our forecast for today, Monday in the Muleshoe area, mostly sunny this afternoon, high near 78 degrees. So a nice warm day to kick off our spring break week. Southwest winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour, mostly cloudy with the low around 42. Southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, then mostly cloudy Tuesday. Tomorrow with the high around 55 degrees, west winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. 50% chance of showers, mainly beginning after 8 p.m. Tuesday night. So we've got a good shot at rain Tuesday night. Mostly cloudy with a low around 37 degrees. Wednesday, a 50% chance of showers, mainly before 8 a.m. Wednesday morning, mostly cloudy with a high near 68 degrees. Mostly cloudy on Wednesday night, low around 40. Thursday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 8 a.m., so shower chances Thursday morning. Partly sunny, high near 67 degrees. A chance of showers and thunderstorms Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 38 degrees. Friday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms again, mostly cloudy with a high near 56 degrees. Friday night, another chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a low around 35. So we hope that the spring break week here in the Muleshoe area brings some spring showers, as we have a 50% chance of rain beginning Tuesday night through Wednesday morning early, and then again a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 8 a.m. Thursday morning, Thursday night, and then Friday as well. So keep your fingers crossed. Maybe we'll get some rain here in the Muleshoe area this week. Again, repeating the forecast for this afternoon, mostly sunny Monday here in the Muleshoe area, high near 78 degrees, southwest winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour, mostly cloudy tonight, Monday night, with a low around 42. 5-area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
The Muleshoe Independent School District Board of Trustees will meet on Monday night at 7 at the School Administration Building, and they will consider naming the lone finalist for the Muleshoe ISD Superintendent's position. As you know, Dr. Gene Sheets' last day will be the end of June as superintendent of Muleshoe schools. There will be opening ceremonies with a call to order, invocation, pledge of allegiance to the flag, and then there will also be an open forum for public participation before the school board considers naming the lone finalist for the Muleshoe ISD superintendent's position. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment, and we'll tell you what you can do during spring break right here in Muleshoe.
The First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. Transfer funds easily between accounts, make loan payments, view current and previous statement activity, pay bills online with Bill Pay. Banking anytime with 24/7 access. Call or come by today to find out more about their online services at First Bank here in Muleshoe, 202 South 1st Street. Call 806-272-4515. That's First Bank Online, located online at www.fbmuleshoe.com. And this edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Liao's Mexican Restaurant.
Chips are delicious. Have you been wasting time looking for a good meal? Well, go to Liao's Mexican Restaurant in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard and try the Irma's Special. If you are under 12, try the grilled cheese. You know Liao's in Muleshoe is the original Liao's Mexican Restaurant. I highly recommend it. 5 generations of our family have eaten at Liao's. What did you say, Isla? Chips are delicious.
You can win a $1,000 shopping spree from Frying Cox right here in Muleshoe. Just go by 401 South 1st Street today through the end of May and register, fill out an entry form, and put it in their box for your chance at a $1,000 shopping spree from Frying Cox right here in Muleshoe. It will be a local Muleshoe area person that wins this, and it's going on all this spring through the end of May. They also have their new merchandise book for 2015 for the spring season at Frying Cox, and if they don't have what's in the book in store, they can order it for you, and it'll be in shortly at 401 South 1st Street. Enter now for your chance at winning a $1,000 shopping giveaway at Fry and Cox, 401 South 1st Street here in Muleshoe.
You can cuddle under the stars at your Muleshoe Area Public Library this week, kids, during spring break, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now, every morning, 10:30 to 11. 2-year-olds through kindergarten children are invited to come to the library located across the street, county-cornered from the courthouse square on West 2nd Street in downtown Muleshoe. Join them as they read books and sing songs that focus on our heavenly stars. And on day 2, it'll be pajama day at the library for the 2-year-olds through kindergarten, 10:30 to 11. Then 1st through 5th graders come from 2 to 3:30, and they are going to be making some wonderful things during that time, and they do need volunteers to come from 2 to 3:30. Adults come and help them out with the wonderful things that the kids will be making. Every soul a star is the theme for the 1st through 5th graders, and they will make origami stars. Junior high and high school is invited to come Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to the library from 4 to 6:30, and they will read A Fault in Our Stars, and after reading the book, they will also see the movie A Fault in the Stars during spring break, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at the Muleshoe Area Public Library. Cuddle under the stars. The Muleshoe Ex-Students Association will have their annual 5-year reunion on this 4th of July. Gene Rogers, the president of the Ex-Students Association, says, and they'll start at 9 o'clock on the morning of the 4th with registration, but they need addresses now. Send your address now to Box 100 here in Muleshoe, 79347 to the Ex-Students Association. Especially be sure if you have moved and have a new address that you get that in right away to Muleshoe Ex-Students, Box 100, Muleshoe, Texas, 79347. Also, the Ex-Students Association, which means every person that has ever attended the Muleshoe schools, are invited to come and help with the reunion. Come to the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen on March the 26th at 5 o'clock and help plan this big reunion, Virginia Bowers, the secretary, says. Shirley Adams is in charge of the decorations, and she can certainly use a lot of help. At the Civic Center on the night of the 4th of July, they'll open the doors at 5 o'clock, and there'll be a lot of visiting and reminiscing because it'll be a blast from the past. So be sure and send now your addresses of all former students of the Muleshoe schools, because this is an all-school reunion, to Muleshoe Ex-Students, Post Office Box 100, Muleshoe, Texas, 79347. The annual SCAC auction for the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation will be held here on Channel 6, as always, on Saturday morning, March the 28th. All money made in this auction will go to the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation. A children's Bible drill will be conducted in the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall on this coming Sunday evening at 6 o'clock, and everyone is invited to come and support the children who have worked so hard studying and learning the Word of God. That's 6 o'clock this Sunday at First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall, Children's Bible Drill. Donna Green announces that the First United Methodist Church will deliver a soul stew supper on Saturday evening, March the 28th, starting about 5 o'clock. If you or someone you know would appreciate a stew supper that Saturday evening, please call us here at Channel 6, 806-272-3990, and leave the name, address, and telephone number of the person. It can be a person who doesn't get out a lot, a person who's a senior citizen, a disabled person, someone who's lonely, or someone who just needs a good meal. On March the 28th, it'll be stew and cornbread and a treat. The children of Rock are making a special treat for all of those who will be remembered that evening. The Holy Week services, sponsored by the Body County Ministerial Alliance, will start Sunday evening, March the 29th at 6 o'clock, with the community-wide Palm Sunday service held at the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, and Curtis Shelburne, minister of the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ, will bring the message. The music will be under the direction of Robert Black of the First Baptist Church. That's Palm Sunday community-wide services, Sunday night, March the 29th at 6 o'clock at First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. And then the noonday Holy Week services will start on Monday, March the 30th, and they will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of Holy Week at 12 noon each day. On Monday the 30th, it will be at First Baptist Church, and Tuesday the 31st will be at the First United Methodist Church, and Wednesday, April the 1st, will be back at First Baptist Church, all in their fellowship halls. And then on Sunday morning, April the 5th at 7:30 in the morning, the Easter sunrise service will be held in the new Muleshoe City Park across the street from 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ. Refreshments will be served after the service in the fellowship hall of the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ, and Father Sergio Leal will bring the Easter sunrise service message. The Immaculate Conception Catholic Church of Muleshoe at 805 Hickory will have a Lenten fish fry this coming Friday night and every Friday night through March the 27th from 4:30 to 7, and it is served in their Catholic Center. But they will deliver at call 806-272-4167, and that is on this Friday night and next Friday night of next week. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
Don't forget about the Name the Robot contest going on now through Friday, March the 20th at K&K Pharmacy, 1411 West American Boulevard. You can come in and see their new Max high-speed automated dispensing system. It's really something to see, a technology that is constantly improving the accuracy and efficiency of K&K's pharmacy services. The Max dispenses the right drug to the right vial to the right patient every time, and you can enter there in their box, put down your name for the robot in the entry form and put it in their box, and they will draw from those entries for the name of their new Max machine on Friday, March the 20th, and the winner receives $100 in cash. There's no limit on entries, so feel free to submit as many names as you like. The Max machine new at K&K Pharmacy, 1411 West American Boulevard, right here in Muleshoe. The Muleshoe Area Medical Center now has the swing bed program for the patient who is no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. Call for more information today. The Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street. Call 806-272-4524 for more information on the swing bed program available now at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center.
The Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous and the Al-Anon family groups meet every Monday and Friday evening at 7 o'clock in the First United Methodist Church here in Muleshoe. However, their meetings have changed rooms. They will meet on the south end of the First United Methodist Church, and you can use the south door. And AA, which is a fellowship of both men and women who shared their hope, strength, and experiences to stay sober one day at a time, will meet in the hallway there of the south entrance, and you go to the second door on the west. Al-Anon meets in the first room on the east after you enter the south door. These are open meetings of AA and Al-Anon. Al-Anon is for families and friends of alcoholics and or drug addicts. At the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center, they will play Bunko at 10 Tuesday morning and Farkle Wednesday afternoon at 12:30 after lunch. On Thursday, all senior citizens who have a March birthday are urged to come to lunch because they'll be celebrating March birthdays on Thursday, and after lunch at 1:30 they'll play their weekly bingo games. On Monday at the Senior Citizen Center in downtown Muleshoe at Main and Avenue D, they're serving for lunch chicken rice casserole, black-eyed peas with carrots, fruit cocktail, wheat rolls, and your choice of drink. Tuesday, smothered pork chops, southwestern potatoes, squash casserole, carrot and raisin salad, cornbread, sliced peaches, and also your choice of drink. There will be a spring annual art show at the Muleshoe State Bank April the 13th through the 17th. Entries will be taken on April the 13th, and the judge will be Gene Smith Hensley, and that will be judged on the 14th. The show will be open to the public at the Muleshoe State Bank. Sandy Chipwood's art students at Muleshoe High School will also be a part of the Muleshoe Art Association Spring Art Show this year, and they will have a student division for them. And Mrs. Chipwood is very excited about them being included in the Spring Art Show at the Muleshoe State Bank. There will be a warm-up for relay of a 5K celebration run and a fun walk. It is sponsored by Fight for Bo Relay for Life team, and it will be starting at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, April the 11th. And you can certainly register now and get involved. The race will begin and end at the Muleshoe Church of Christ, and late registration will start that morning at 8, and the 5K race starts at 9. All proceeds will go to benefit the Relay for Life of the American Cancer Society, sponsored by the Fight for Bo Relay for Life team. You can make your checks out to the American Cancer Society. Pre-registration up until March the 31st, and will include a t-shirt, is $30. Rate registration is also $30, but you will not get a t-shirt. Turn in all entry forms to Williams General Store, and they will take those forms through April the 10th. The Grief Share program for everyone who is dealing with grief of past or present. If you've lost a child, a wife, a mother, a husband, a father, or any family member or friend, you are welcome to this program. Wednesday at the Calvary Baptist Church, 5:30 to 7:30. For more information, call Crystal Albertson Reyna, the facilitator of the Grief Share Program. The number is 806-315-2237. The Calvary Baptist Church is located at 1733 West Avenue C. It is a very helpful program. In our bargain basement, we have for sale brand new girls' clothes size 5 and ladies' clothes size 6 and 8. See at 407 East Ithaca or call in Muleshoe 806-272-3975. On our prayer list, we need to remember former longtime resident of Muleshoe, Frida Foss of Amarillo, who fell at her private apartment last week and is in the hospital in Amarillo now. Frida Foss lives in the same apartment building as her son Michael Foss, also formerly of Muleshoe, and she was able to call him last week and tell him that she had fallen, and he called an ambulance. And Frida Foss is in desperate need of your prayers and concern in the hospital in Amarillo, where she lives. However, she has no broken bones, we're so glad to report. Tom Jinks of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, who was the business manager of the Muleshoe Independent School District, has gone home from Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock, where he had had surgery on his leg twice. Please remember Tom Jinks as he recuperates at home in Lubbock in your prayers, and of course his wife Jo and their family. Larry Thornton, who is back at work according to his wife Diane, but he is on a waiting list for a heart transplant, and we need to remember Larry Thornton, his wife Diane, and their family. Danny Ramirez, one of our fine local mail carriers, who is recuperating from his shoulder surgery, and Danny will be off work probably around 6 weeks, he thinks. Delmer Clements and his wife Pat. Delmer has lymphoma and is undergoing chemo. Frances Miramontes and her husband Philip, and Joyce Clements and her husband Fred and their family also on our prayer list, as Joyce is a new resident of the Parkview Nursing Care Center, according to Joyce's granddaughter Crystal Reyna. Please remember Joyce Clements and Fred in your prayers and all of their family. And also Vicky Stovall Perry, formerly of Muleshoe. She is the daughter of Linda Stovall of Muleshoe. She has lymphoma and is undergoing chemo, and she lives in Canton, Texas. Johnny Atkinson of Farwell, formerly our district attorney, and his wife Diane and their family are definitely still in our prayers, please. And Keith Berman and Phyllis Carry-On and their families, and the family of Mary Ann McMillan Miller. She was the sister of Margaret Adams of Muleshoe. The family of Rick Hunter of Clovis, formerly of Muleshoe, and he was the son of Joyce Hunter of Muleshoe. Wesley Hawkins of Muleshoe, and he was the husband of Nadine Hawkins of Muleshoe and the father of Regina Dent of Muleshoe, the sister of Alta Gates, and also, or his sister was Alta Gates, and his brothers here in Muleshoe are Eugene Peanut and Richard Hawkins. Please remember all of the Hawkins family. And Guadalupe McLevine of Houston, the sister of Irma Lee Al of Muleshoe. Benny Cusat of Lubbock, who formerly lived here in Muleshoe, is still in our prayers, and Phyllis Angeli of Lubbock, formerly longtime resident of Muleshoe. Remember all of these on our prayer list, please, and so many, many others. It's just about time for us to go now on the Muletrain News, so get up there, Little Red. Come on, Corina. Hiya, Arbutus, Andalay, Mucky Paw, Julia Gray, Isla, and Olay.
Muletrain, clippity clopping over hill and plain. Seems as how they never stop. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity, 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 clippity clopping along.
And this edition of the Muletrain News is being brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. It's rotating right here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 for the next 48 hours, and you can find the last 10 Muletrain News programs available online, on demand, anytime you want to watch them free of charge. MuleshoeTV.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top of the page. Williams General Store right here in Muleshoe, 1405 West American Boulevard. They have tons of new spring fashions in their store now at 1405 West American Boulevard. Also, you can see them all pictured on their Facebook page, facebook.com/Williams General Store. Beautiful new spring colors for Nike, New Balance, women's and kids' colorful shoes. Also, lots of colorful new purses in their store now. Lots of metal art and wooden art for your patio, your fence, or your yard. Perfect for spring spiffing up that you have to do now that the weather is getting so nice here in the Muleshoe area. And spring is now at Williams General Store, 1405 West American Boulevard. Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen DeMint, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located right here in Muleshoe in his office at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Stephen can assist you with any of your financial needs, no matter where you live. The market report was recorded this Monday, March the 16th, 2015, at 11:50 a.m.
This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks are sharply higher to start the day as investors eye weakness in the dollar and oil prices ahead of Wednesday's Fed meeting. In economic news, manufacturing data in the New York region and industrial production data were lower for March and February, respectively, missing expectations and increasing speculation that the Fed may remain patient with rate hikes. A separate report released today showed that home builder confidence fell 2 points in March, down from its high in September. U.S. bonds are trading higher. So far this morning in the S&P 500, the best performing sector is utilities, while the worst performing sector is energy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 191 to 17,941. The S&P 500 index is up 21 to 2,074, and the NASDAQ Composite Index is up 43 to 4,914. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is moderate, with 309 million shares traded. Advancers are outnumbering decliners by roughly a 2-to-1 margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $7 to $1,150. The spot price of silver is down 12 cents to $15.54, and crude oil prices are down $1 to $43. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.65%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 2.07%. In stocks of local interest, Apple is up 59 cents to $124.18. Johnson & Johnson is up $1.51 to $100.72. ConocoPhillips is up 2 cents to $61.66. AT&T is up 22 cents to $32.97. Pfizer is up 48 cents to $34.48. Target is up $1.37 to $80.55. Xcel Energy is up 64 cents to $34.38. ExxonMobil is up 29 cents to $84.16. Walmart is up $1.24 to $83.14. Procter & Gamble is up $1.44 to $83.27. And Caterpillar is up 22 cents to $79.45. This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.